Hey, I'm Nick, and today we're here in Sacramento at Localis restaurant, one of the best restaurants in town. Made the Michelin Guide last year. Chef owner Chris Barnum-Dan tasked me to come up with a cocktail tasting menu that he's going to pair an entire food tasting to-go menu off of. Usually, it's the other way around. So I'm very excited to show what I have in store. So I'm gonna start with the highball first. I feel like in any menu that I wanna do, if I'm pairing out drinks and whatnot, I always want a highball on there. This is a little bit different than usual because highball typically just Japanese whiskey, soda water, maybe like a twist of lemon or something. They're pretty traditional in keeping them that way in Japan especially, but I wanted to mess with it a little bit. So as the main base, I'm gonna use sloe gin, actually, Heyman's sloe gin. So this is distilled with sloe berries. Adds like a nice little bit of fruitiness. It's not overly sweet, still dry. And then we're gonna back it up with a little bit of the Japanese whiskey, the Kaio cast strength, so still has a nice little bit of kick. So just to kind of round it out, for me, I like still a little bit of sweetness, so we're gonna use a little bit of elderflower liqueur. The last step, a little fizzy water. So I'm just gonna pour this right over top. It's the simplest one I want to start off with, so cheers.
Aromatic whiskey is first and foremost, but it's not hot like whiskey would be at cask strength, so it's really nice. There's definitely a fruitiness to it. Cherries are definitely coming into play right now. I'd love to see this with cherry barbecue sauce to incorporate some smoke. Toasted rice in some way, shape, or form, like ground down and coated over something, I think could be really fun. I think rice has an innate fruity quality to it as well. I also could see pickled cherries with like a smoked fish crudo, like real light, very, very unobtrusive smoke. Macerate cherries in the sloe gin. Cure the fish for a very short amount of time, and then low temperature, very fast time of smoke just to get it nuanced. I think that'd be a really fun pairing.
Ooh. Next one I got was honestly inspired pretty much just by your sorbet. The base is a kiwi curry sorbet, but the base spirits are gonna be charanda. This is a blend of cane juice and molasses-based like rum. But to kind of balance that out, I'll add a little bit more richness using the Scarlet Ibis, a little Trinidad rum. So more on like the kind of the caramely, rich toffee note side. Just kind of looking for something herbal and different. Wanted to add, was thinking about chartreuse, but that was gonna kind of take away from a lot of the other flavors. So went with Genepi instead. And then 3/4 ounces of lime juice here to help balance it out. And then the curry, we do get a good amount of the curry flavor, but just to give it a little bit of a boost, we also made a curry simple syrup.
And to be clear, this is our green Thai-style curry, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the fun part about working, being back here with like all of your ingredients and whatnot. It makes it really, really easy to think of drink ideas because I pretty much just have to open up the fridge. You can find a bunch of cool stuff. And a little bit of ice, and we just want to break down that sorbet. Strain it off. A little bit more ice. And to finish it off, little dehydrated kiwi chip. Number 2.
I'm loving the complexity that the dark rum brings to the, Mexican rum, which I think is super cool. The viscosity is amazing. It's making me think pasta. Like now I'm thinking about it and it's making more and more sense where, you take larb with the egg or something like that, and you turn that into a pasta dish where you have like ground pork that's seasoned with, ginger and galangal and all those beautiful Thai-inspired flavors. So I think fish sauce is calling out for this cocktail. I don't want to do a cream pasta. I want the creaminess to come from the pasta itself. I think I'm gonna do a pappardelle. So like a nice thick, almost like egg noodles, you know what I mean? Like that same sort of like...
It's like the drunken noodles like style.
It could be ground lamb inside of there. I really love lamb. And I really love lamb with Thai. You never see that. It's not part of their cultural cuisine. I might actually hit it up with red curry, believe it or not. Yeah, this is gonna be a really, really fun pairing.
So if there was gonna be one cocktail that you might like kind of lean into me on, it would probably be this one. The idea was kind of a Sunamono salad, right? Like typically like cucumber, sesame, rice wine vinegar, all that kind of stuff. So first thing, I took some gin and I did a sesame oil wash with it. We're not gonna use a ton of it because it's a sesame bomb. So sherry is gonna be the base for this one here. I just think with the nuttiness of the sesame, sherry plays super, super nice. This is the syrup. So this is essentially pickled green strawberries that you did for me. And then I blended that up into a simple syrup and then blended in some spinach as well. And we're just gonna start with a nice small amount. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of citric acid solution here. I did want to garnish it with a little bit of a cucumber. So I got some black and white sesame seeds here. We're just gonna sprinkle some of that on and then throw that right on top.
Number 3.
All right.
I like the flavor of the drink. I like the viscosity of the drink, but there's something missing to me. There's like a lacking element in my taste buds.
I mean, what do you think is the missing element and how could you boost that with the dish?
It's gonna sound absolutely bonkers. Coffee. I think that a fruit forward like Ethiopian style, or Ethiopian grown bean that's low roasted with high fruit acidity would not get rid of the flavor of the green strawberry, but would help actually bring it up a little bit more as you get those like blueberry-ish kind of notes in that kind of coffee anyways.
Yeah.
It could go a lot of different ways. I see like a cold fish soup with this, like a really beautiful clarified fumet with, pieces of different textured fish kind of in it. You could do puffed rice, like nice crispy, ricey kind of quality to it. And then that chutney of pickled wasabi, pickled green strawberries could be really fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So there's no hiding that this is definitely the last course. This is more of a dessert style drink. I love Manhattans, but I can't handle the booze a lot. And if you're doing a 4-course tasting menu, giving someone 2 ounces of straight spirit with vermouth, I think is a little irresponsible. So we're gonna reverse it. We're gonna flip the specs. It's gonna be a vermouth heavy drink. And I absolutely love this Spanish vermouth that you let me try the other day. So we're gonna play and riff off of this guy. Next one we have going in, we're gonna use this Cayo whiskey again because I love this stuff. So again, we're going light here. It's only gonna be a ½ ounce. Finish it off a little bit more sherry. A different sherry though this time. This is Oloroso. We have that nice oxidation happening, so you got more of the toffee, caramel, richer notes. Not quite as bright and acidic as its younger brother Fino. To finish it off, we're gonna do a teaspoon of banana liqueur. Just all of these flavors, the sherry, the vermouth. I tasted a lot of kind of banana notes in it already and just wanted to pull that out even more.
Really weird. Not bad weird. Because I hate when people say my food's different or unique. Because I'm like, is that good or is that not good, right? As much as you were like, I'm sure this one is gonna be the dessert drink.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a perfect savory final course drink. It's calling out like savory, substantial food. Like I have to revisit now like areas of that menu, you know, because now I start thinking about the cherry quality in the highball take, right? Being very fruit forward, very light, crisp, very refreshing. Now I'm thinking like maybe that's a perfect cherry dessert cocktail. I don't know, like to me this just is like crying out for like rustic, rich French food. I'm totally lost, which I love. There's very few times in my life where I don't have the answer like directly in front of me, and it just doesn't make sense to me now. Now I'm rethinking the whole thing. I really think this is braised beef cheeks, green garlic, potato, like very rustic style of cooking for a rustic style drink. And the more I smell it, the more it smells like an old red wine. Awesome. Dude, beef bourguignon, like even that would be spectacular with this. I just had 4 great cocktails. Great job, by the way. That's hard to do with me because I'm picky as hell, as you know. I thought that I had a very clear vision. Now I have of completely obscured vision, which I love because I know what I want to do. I just don't know how we're going to get there yet. But I can guarantee you that next week I'm going to offer you up some meal that is going to pair with this cocktail that is going to blow people's minds.